Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and for this video, I thought I would take notes, so I'd be very thorough with what I wanted to say today. First, I wanted to say thank you. I don't say it enough to you all who watch these videos, and for all the wonderful comments I get. So prior to making videos, I was a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. And I kind of wish I would have started making videos sooner, because I really think making videos, watching videos of other crochet and knitters has been really great. A great way to meet people, to chat about things that I like, that not everybody in my immediate bubble like. And some of y'all are so kind and thoughtful. Your comments definitely, make a girl feel good. So I just really wanted to say thank you. And part of that goes to the fact that I'm very close to getting 3,000 subscribers. I think I'm like 2,860. So I wanted to remind you that I have a giveaway coming up when I hit 3,000, and I'm going to be hopefully using Amazon Prime. So it'll be run two ways. It'll be open giveaway that anyone can enter, and I'll do the random comment picker, and if it's someone where Amazon ships to, happy day, I'll order it, ship it to you directly. You should get it within 2 days. If somebody who wins is not in the Amazon Prime shipping world, then we'll cross that bridge of you getting me your address. I'll order it and then ship it from here. But I'm really hoping, because I just think that's a great way to handle the shipping and handling, and so that's what we're going for. Also, the item that I will be presenting, or for the giveaway, is a yarn bowl off of Amazon Prime. So that's it. Kind of looks like a flower. It's a little bowl with a flat plate underneath it. So yes, when we get to the 3,000, the video, I'll actually have my computer down here so you can see the picture of the yarn bowl. So that is the second thing I'd mention, is just a few more subscribers, about 130, 140, and we'll have the giveaway. So I also wanted to talk about my craft event. So it was kind of a slow day. I did not count how many people I saw in there. Unfortunately, even though they said they were going to try to limit, duplicate items and whatnot, there was quite a few people that had crochet items at their tables. So for instance, one lady did like painted wooden pumpkin decorated type things, but then also had a big pile of crochet blankets. And somebody else did flannel pillowcases and seed bags, but then also had some crochet items. Somebody else had, some crochet dishcloths, amongst other things. So I had half my table crochet, if you saw from a couple videos before, and then the other half I had my wine glasses. Now, I used to, with my good friend Heidi in Sturgeon Bay, we had a little company called Moms Who Wine. You can type that into Facebook, and we actually had a Facebook page, and we did, somewhere about 10 different craft shows in Door County. And let's see here, Flynn, it had to have been 5 years ago that we had first started, and we had a couple years where it was just going like hotcakes. Folks wanted us for their weddings. We had some of our wine glasses in a store. It was really going well for us. But we started the hand-painted wine glasses, and then shortly after, folks started doing the vinyl stickers with Cricut on wine glasses. And it doesn't seem like it would be a big competition, but it is. Because you either have to be a supreme artist in order to do the words and get them all to fit on them and to be perfect. And you can just say so many fun things with the vinyl stickers on the wine glasses that were so hard to paint. So for a while we kind of trudged through it. Plus I moved down to Oshkosh and she stayed up in Door County. And every once in a while I'll get an order or someone will say, hey, can you make me this? And I absolutely will still paint them. And I make them for family members. If somebody, like my sister-in-law hosted Thanksgiving a couple years ago, and so I gave her some wine glasses turned upside down like a pumpkin stand. So I definitely do that occasionally, but I'm out of the Moms Who Whine business. Like if you see right up there in the corner, there's a little bit of my table sign from before, just because I can't compete with the Cricut folks. And there was a gal there that had wooden signs, and she had a whole bunch of wine glasses also, because I think she uses the Cricut to make the wooden signs, and then she uses Cricut to put on wine glasses and beer glasses. So I was trying to sell out of my wine glasses. That's the other half. So if you go back into that video, you'll see I have some hand-painted wine glasses, and then I have crochet. So you know what? If y'all like it, put in the comments. I can also send out some of those glasses that I have, kind of as, you know, subscriber prizes too. Because at one point, you know, you crafters know what it's like. I think I probably had like 5 to 7 bins of wine glasses in my basement. You know, like those big sterile, or you know, like the ones you get at Walmart. They're like $6 and $7. But I'm down to 1. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I'm down to 1 bin. And I think I'll just kind of piecemeal them out if somebody's having, like our school has a Christmas thing where people donate gifts and then the kids can come in and buy them for their moms and dads for Christmas. So I'm kind of like piecemealing out the last of the wine glasses. And like I said, if anybody ever wants them, I can paint them. Or if we have a ladies' craft night, I still have tons of glass paint. But, so anyway, that long story short, there was a lot of folks selling the things that I was selling. So my big seller was Laurel's Big Button Cowls. I sold 3 of those. I sold a baby hat. I'm trying to think. I wrote it all down, but I didn't bring the sheet with me. Yeah, I sold a hat. Yeah, just 1 hat. I sold a pumpkin wine glass turned upside down to be a candle holder, and then I sold 3 Big Button Cowls. The one thing that I did sell that I was shocked and actually kind of happy about, and I'll put a link in the description to the video where I made my crochet painting. And this was one of my first videos ever, and it used to be right over here behind my Happy Crafter bag. I crocheted a bunch of flowers and butterflies, and I glued them on a canvas, and I painted a sky background. And some gal bought that. So I was really happy and surprised about that because 1, my daughter didn't want it in her room. 2, it just kind of sat back behind there. And I made it for the video, so it was nice to sell it. I didn't expect that. So all in all, I made the fee. I made enough money to pay back the fee. And then I just got a few dollars, not much. It was less than 100. And so now I'm at the point where I'm trying to take that pile of crochet and like figure out folks that I can give it to for presents and places I can donate it. Maybe some of the shawls I can donate to the prayer shawl group. I'm thinking about giving those dolls to my nieces and my nephew for Christmas. A few of the Big Button Cowls I have left. I have lots of sister-in-laws. My husband comes from a big family, and so I think maybe I'll just give all of my sisters and sister-in-laws a cowl. And the baby hats I'll donate to my charity, Christ Child Society, and the big hats I'll donate to, like, you know, someplace that gives hats to homeless or something. So that's the craft event. It was a fun day to hang out with the girls, but I didn't sell very much at all. Just like 4 or 5 things. So that's the craft event. I probably won't do one for a while. Take a break from that because I spent a lot of time crocheting. I was excited to prepare stuff for it, but in the end, I didn't sell much. I have 1 whip. I'm taking a little bit of a break from crochet, and I am knitting. So I wanted to talk about this yarn some more, and this is what I'm knitting. It's one of those things where you knit 5, you purl 5, you do a few rows of that, and then you switch. So it kind of has this like woven look. I'm doing this with the Lions brand Comfy Cotton. And I did a little review. And a lot of people were like, oh, I love that cotton. It works up great. I love it. Blah, blah, blah. You must have gotten a bad cake. But then I'm going to tell you what, folks. Quite a lot of people also put that they were having this problem too. So I cut my yarn, as you can see, right over here. I cut it and I evened it all out. I got back, because what was happening, I don't know if I could, if you want to watch that other video. But what was happening is this off-white cotton strand was getting bunched up as I was crocheting or knitting and crocheting. And so I'd have to like smooth it out so that I could keep going. Well, it just got to the point where I was getting a real big wad. So I cut it, I smoothed it out, I evened it out, and then I joined it again right here. So I'll have to weave in those ends. And I started over again with a fresh, even start. And I'm sad to say it's happening again. So I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I just am going to relax. I'm just going to knit to get better with my skills. And I'm going to be honest, I probably won't buy it again because there's a lot of other really soft cottons that I've used before that I haven't had this problem with. And if I did get a bad cake, bummer, Lion brand. But I really like a lot of Lion's brand yarn, and they can't be perfect at everything. So I was going to be like, oh, I just wanted to let everyone know that my experience apparently was minor and that most people don't have that problem. But I'm going to be honest, there was quite a few people that also commented under that video that they also are having problems with it. So I will say it's a really cool color pattern. I really like it. And I don't want to lose my stitches. And it's kind of coming up. It doesn't really match much of anything, but I thought I would just knit this whole skein so that maybe I can wrap it and have like a long drapey scarf. So when it's all done, I'll let y'all know and see what it looks like. This little bit has taken me quite a lot of time. I want to say I started knitting it, well, in that video, so last week sometime like Monday or Tuesday, and I just knitted a little here and there, and then I knitted all day on Sunday when I was at my craft show, and then I started bringing it to work, which is a slippery slope, my friends, to knit on my breaks, because I knit and crochet to calm. When I start feeling stressed and overwhelmed, it's very relaxing for me. So I started knitting on my breaks, and while I know some of you have to feel this way. So it's in my work bag, and when I'm sitting there watching the kids play or we're having rest time, it's like I sit there and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I want to pull out my knitting and knit, but I can't. I should not be knitting on the clock. Knitting on my break is different. When the kids are resting or if I have a slow time, I need to be planning lessons and thinking of activities. But it's sitting there in my bag, and I'm like, so anyway. So we'll see. We'll see how long it takes. As you all know, I'm a very slow knitter, and my husband jokes that knitting is for people that never want to finish a project. Oh, so that's that. That is my whip. I have 2 finished objects. I finished this a couple days before the craft show. I made, oh, isn't that beautiful? It's backwards. That's a seam. I made this hat. It's the Celtic weave. Actually, I'm going to give this to my husband's stepmom, my mother-in-law, and I really like doing this Celtic weave. This is the hat pattern that one of my coworkers asked me to make for her daughters, and y'all help me find it. But this, my friends, is made with Malabrigo wool. So this is a really nice hat. So I made this for Mary. I'll probably end up mailing it out to her because I never get up to Sturgeon Bay anymore. And then, because this was that gray yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby, I was going to make it and sell it at the craft show, but I didn't get time. I also was working on this. I kind of switched off between knitting and crocheting. I don't know if y'all do that. I made this. It's super big. Do you see that? Whew. So I gave it to my husband. I said, honey, look, I made you a hat. And now this is very much like that hat that we all been making. The Debbie, Canadian Crocheter, me, Zelda, I don't know who else. But I kind of changed it up a little bit where I did 2 double crochets, 2 front post double crochets. And then right about here, I switched and tapered up my 2 front post double crochets into 1. And then I tapered it again. To be honest, it kind of looks like a chef hat on my husband. But he has... I think, to be honest, if you were someone that had a lot of hair, not real short hair with me, this might be a nice hat for someone who had a lot of hair. So I gave this to my husband because he's a very warm-blooded person. and he wears a gray fleece in the wintertime. Now, mind y'all, I live in Wisconsin, and there's days where it's like, with wind chill, it's like negative 30 degrees. And there's my husband running around in a gray fleece. So I made this to match, and I gave it to him. So those are my 2 finished objects, 2 hats. Kind of like on an adult hat kick. Yeah. So now the final thing I thought about mentioning in this video is I got a gift certificate from my sister for my birthday. Now, I'm not upset that it took her a while to get it out because I had just barely mailed her birthday present, and it was months after. So I got a gift card for Hobby Lobby, and you all know if you've been watching my videos for a while, I really want to make socks. And I am a very basic knitter, very basic. And I'm very afraid of all the different ways I've seen people making socks. And I was at Hobby Lobby and I saw that they had a $30 sock loom. I haven't seen much information on it online, so I just didn't know if any of you crafters out there have bought the sock loom and if it was worth the money or if it was a hassle or if the socks were bulky. Because I'm thinking about buying it and seeing how that goes. Either that or I just need to suck it up and try my best at a pair of socks. I've got all this really cute yarn right up there. Right there. That would be great for socks, and I don't know why I'm so afraid to make them. Like, that's my dream, is to make socks. So that's really all I have for this video. I'm just reminding y'all, share these videos, get them out, share them in different Facebook groups, because we're just about 140 or so subscribers away from a Yarn Bowl giveaway. And until then, folks, I guess, happy crafting. Bye.